What's up, you guys? It's Matt here. So I wanted to talk about my crypto strategy that's going to make me and everybody else millions of dollars. You're going to become multi-millionaires based on a lot of, these techniques and strategies, especially in this time right now. Now, this is not something that I recommend that you go out and just do. You obviously have to, take some time, baby step your way into it, and maybe you can make that move from there on out. But this strategy is really good because a lot of people don't understand the inner workings of crypto, not just understanding the fundamental aspect of it or understanding the usability to it, but understanding how to really work around the whole meme coins that are created, and also the growth that we're seeing in the crypto markets because of those meme coins, not just specifically looking at those meme coins. So before I get started in this, make sure you guys hit that like button. Also hit the subscribe button for more videos like this one, and make sure that you get your free stocks with Webull down below. Don't forget to check out some of the links in the description. It does help out the channel. Now, I've tested this strategy out with two coins, with Compound and with ICP, right? I've looked at different methods there, and I've noticed that I've had extensive growth with both of those coins. Now, I don't believe this is a coincidence. When I do go into a lot of these positions, I'm starting to gain a lot more as I do look at this. This is something where in the last week, after I put $4,000 into Coinbase, I grew that to $6,600, almost actually $6,800 at its high. Right? So that's a gain of $2,800 in a matter of a week. Now, it could be a lot more if I had a lot more money that I was looking to invest in some of these parts. And it's also not even at this extent. So it's going to make me a bunch of money just by getting to certain levels in the long run. And by in the long run, I mean a few months, maybe 3-4 months. So basically, we're going to look at Compound a little bit, and we'll look at ICP just a little bit, and we'll try and get an understanding of exactly what's happening there and why I'm saying all of this. Now, look at Compound. Compound just recently dropped all the way down to what is that? A low of 223. You're seeing it at 223, and now it's currently at a high of 486. Sometimes I think I'm dyslexic because sometimes I can't see the numbers. But anyways, 486, right? So that is a crazy increase for a matter of like a week or so. This is pretty good because then you can gain a ton of money out of something that is 225. If you bought 5 shares, you would gain a ton out of it. Now, I ended up buying 2 coins of Compound. I know I get that confused saying shares and coins. Hopefully, you're okay with it. I know it's coins or tokens or however you want to call it. But yeah, you could have gained a lot out of this position. Now, why did this grow so fast? Well, I'll explain that in a little bit. Let's look at another piece here. Let's duplicate this, and let's go ahead and look at something by the name of ICP, right? Internet computer. We're going to be looking at that. Now, that recently got to a low. Let's look at all. That recently got to a low. Actually, let's just look closer. Of 30 something cents. Yeah, 30 or 29 cents or so. I ended up buying in at some of these lows, buying about 10 coins, and buying another 10 coins as it did end up going lower again, as it did drop down to, I think it was like 30. It was 29, then went up to 30. I bought 10 more coins, ended up having 35 coins, right? So seeing that increase right there gained me a lot out of it as well, up to $55. Now, is this the extent that it can get to? No. You can see when you do look at you look at the history, it can get to a high of $600, $700 or so, right? You can see that high there. Also, you look at Compound, you can see that potential high when you look at all, and you can see the potential high is 900 or 854, right? That's pretty high. That's a pretty high price for a position that was just at $200. Now, why does it move so fast? Is it because of a lot of volume that goes into it? Well, that's part of it. You're going to see a little bit of volume that goes into it, but the main factor that you want to look at is understanding the total supply. The total supply being 5 million, 5.3 million, that means that the price can move very quickly with the amount of volume that's going into it, as long as it is a popular position. So the same thing with ICP. You can see that the amount of volume that it does have, or the amount of circulating supply that it has, is 136 million. That's very low, compared to, it's not super low, but it is low compared to some of these other ones that people are looking at that are a billion, 40 billion, a trillion, quadrillion. These plays that are meme coins that are bringing a lot of people to the markets, but also getting them interested in other positions, are creating a lot of volume in something like ICP, like Compound, like Bitcoin, like Ethereum, all of these different positions, and other ones that are, not as well known, right? So my overall strategy, and I'm going to show you how to do this without, taking up too much of your time. It's already like 5 minutes in or so, but my overall strategy here is go into CoinMarketCap, understand where the circulating supply is, and sort it by the circulating supply, lowest to highest. Why? Because when it's a lower circulating supply, it's going to create a higher price. Now, if you want to look at the lowest circulating supply and then also filter it by the price to look for the lowest prices, you can actually get to reasonable amounts that can increase so much. Dashcoin has 10.2 million coins. If that gets to a point to where it starts to really gain volume, which I know a lot of people like Dashcoin and they tell me about it all the time, then you're going to see this skyrocket up to 1,000, up to 2,000, up to 3,000. This is something that, think of Ethereum. Ethereum has 115 million coins. And this is literally, what, 10%, less than 10% of that. And seeing that means that you can see a larger potential of growth, right? So that's where we're looking at that price. I almost lost my train of thought though, thinking of that for some reason, the percentage. But anyways, 10.2 million is nothing. It's a drop in the bucket compared to what Ethereum actually is. So when you start seeing the volume without looking at the usability, you can understand that this has massive growth to it. So this has made me a decent amount of money so far. I'm going to continue to do this, and it could be something that can really, fall into play when you look at some of these really lower coins. And that's what I really like to do, is understand what the overall supply is, how low the supply is, whether it can get up to a billion. I think a billion coins and being at less than 1 cent or 1 cent is not a bad option. That can easily get up to 60 cents, 60 times your money, and you'll end up making a ton out of it. Now, this is just a cash grab opportunity, and this is merely just my opinion. You probably want to test the waters first before you actually go in, dive into the deep end, because it ends up being tough if you don't understand what you're doing. So ultimately, you want to find something that does have some fundamental value, and I believe that you can see a lot of these positions that can increase quite a bit. Like if I seen YFI ever go down to $200 or so, I would buy that so quick you wouldn't even be able to tell me that it was $200. So there's a lot of positions that have a low circulating volume, and once they have or low circulating supply, and once they have a higher amount of volume, they will increase a crazy amount. I guarantee this is a great method, not just to look at it and say, oh, this is a long-term coin, because obviously when you start looking at that, you understand usability, you understand the functionality of it, the fundamentals of the coin itself. So I'm not trying to tell you that this is the only way you need to get into the coin. This is a way that you can kind of swing trade that coin rather than invest into the position. So let me know what you think about this. I understand that a lot of people love fundamental, construct of like a coin. I know that, but what I wanted to get out of this, what I wanted you to get out of this, is to understand how you can make money in the crypto market and pick the right coins to get into, rather than sifting around a lot of these, for lack of a better term, shit coins, right? So, anyways. That's my video, guys. Make sure you guys hit that like button. Also hit the subscribe button for more videos like this one. And make sure that you get your free stocks with Webull down below. Don't forget to check out some of the links in the description. It does help out the channel. Thank you guys for watching my channel. I appreciate it. And again, let me know what you think about this and any other video that I create. But I'm going to get out of here, and I will catch you guys in the next video.